2-2. Hey, got one, cover one. ball. Boy, step on. Thank you.
Come on, Jack.
Come on, kid.
Let's go, Jackie. Come on, what's up?
Hey! Two. All right, two.
Here, get in! I'm getting in, I'm fine.
Here we go. For the win. Here again, third on me. Hey, straight up. Straight up. Duke. Here we go. Never know in the corners. Never know. Bravo. Good free pitch here. Watch the ball. Make a play. Be surprised by it. Come on, here we go. Hey, one more hand, come on, Luke. Come on, Luke, Duke. Come on, Luke, Duke. 2-2.
strike on. So Luke Cahalan, a Texas League single. Runner on first with one out here in the top of the second inning.
Number 10, Connor Hall batting.
Pitcher checks over to first. And we do have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Connor Hall hits a really nice line drive. Just hung up a little too much, Daniel. Caught by the right fielder.
Yeah, that boy from Maryville's done a good job out in right field. Like I said, the wind's whistling around here, whipping around. That's a good play. Tigers have put the ball in play, though. That's all you can ask for. See if it'll find a hole.
Next up is first baseman Tanner Ferguson.
Did that go over?
Home run by Tanner Ferguson.
Give me that ball! That's what they did in Boonville.
Tanner did a really nice job of getting the barrel
Coach
on the
Allen
ball.
was working with him this. Yeah, Coach Allen's working before the game. That's a big thing. Yeah.
Called strike to Logan Lehman. Breaking pitch at the top of the zone. Called strike for Logan. Logan's a senior for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. Ball squirts by the catcher. Catcher throws the ball to the first baseman, but the throw is offline, and Mr. Lehman, with his speed, beats out the throw.
So there we go, back to the drop third strike. Back to the top of the lineup for the Tigers. Number 11, Carter Pinkerton's up. Got one strike on him.
Pitcher checks on the runner at first. Logan dives safely back in. Pinkerton steps back in the box. And the pitch is a little low for ball one. Radical Retinas. Fastball in for a strike, called strike. We have two out. The count is 1-2 against Pinkerton. Delayed steal.
I really think the Tigers saw there wasn't anybody covering the base and just took off.
So we have another runner in scoring position. The count is even at 2-2 to Pinkerton.
So now we got a, like you said, Shane, got a runner in scoring position.
Yes, an RBI opportunity for Pinkerton.
Our hotter hitters up at the plate. Stayed on that pitch. could be trouble. Center fielder
Pinkerton.
came in and makes a good play.
It's a sinking liner to the center fielder for out number 3. So as we roll through the first half of the second inning, the Tigers are up 2-0. I apologize for not having our in-game commentary up at the first part of the game, first inning. We're still working out the bugs, aren't we, Daniel?
Yeah, but I think we're getting the hang of it. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the second inning. I would have to say I wouldn't let Maryville's record fool me. I know they're only 4-13, but that conference, that what you guys, the Midland Empire Conference that they play in,
Yes.
there's some good teams in that.
They include Savannah, who we've played, Chillicothe, Cameron.
Yeah, I kind of messed around last night, just
Joe
kind of looking
Benton.
to see who they play. They play some good teams.
Very good teams. Tough conference. St.
there.
Pius, the 10th, out of the north part of Kansas City,
Yeah, private school.
private school. So they have a good mix of public and private.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about a couple of those schools. I looked them up, and Bishop LeBlanc's another one that stands out. Private school over there. So that's a neat conference. Thank you.
So those of you watching at home, Daniel Ferguson, my co-pilot here, or maybe he's the pilot. That is Tanner's father. So he just got the home run ball. Tanner's first home run of the year over the fence.
Yep.
Ball low for ball 1 to number 26. We're still trying to figure out names. Swing and a miss. Ball was up for strike 1. Count is 1-1. Nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. Ball low. Count is 2-1. Let's see if Mr. Cahalan can get back to an even count here, Daniel.
I think he can.
Ball is hit. Dead center field. Carter comes in about 3 steps. Our center fielder, Carter Pinkerton, and makes the catch for the first out in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, Carter's done a good job this year of embracing that role and taking it over. So
Yes, with the big senior class we had last year, we lost a lot of starters. And so Carter Pinkerton has stepped into the role at center fielder and played pretty much every game at center field and done a very nice job, like you said, Daniel. First pitch
that was a ball, right?
was a ball,
Okay.
breaking pitch. Just didn't quite catch as much of the zone as I think Mr. Cahalan would want to. Called strike. Getting back to even count, like we were talking about, Daniel.
Yeah, it seems like I like how Luke his mechanics are solid, so he never falls too far behind. He's just always throwing strikes.
Ball in play, hit to shortstop Connor Hall. Connor Hall gathers up the ball and throws it over to Ferguson at first for out number 2.
Good play.
So 6-3 in your scorebook.
This is the third baseman, number 15 from Maryville.
Beautiful breaking pitch for Luke Cahalan for a strike. The ball was a little outside for a ball, so the count is even at 1-1.
The other good thing about throwing strikes that helps Luke is it keeps the infielders and the outfielders engaged. You get several pitches in a row and there's nothing going on, and you have some walks, and then you lose that focus, and then bad things happen when they do hit the ball to you. So make sure.
Ball, hard hit ball down first base line, fair. Tanner Ferguson gathers the grounder up, runs over and touches first base for the third out in the bottom of the second.
So we got.
So after 2 innings,
Unassisted.
the score is your Kirksville Tigers 2, Maryville nothing.
Luke's rolling right along again.
We welcome that. So we hope everybody watching at home enjoys our little commentary. We actually have some call letters, even though we are not FCC regulated. We have decided our call sign is KTGR, K Tiger. Probably is. It's probably something. Probably get in trouble, but.
Third inning.
So here we go at the top of the third inning. Number 2, Jace Kent, is our leadoff hitter. Umpire cleans off the plate, and we are about to get started in the top of the third. First pitch, fastball for a called strike.
Jay shows bunt.
Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and receives a call of ball 1. Count is 1-1. Another inside pitch for ball 2.
Another patient at bat, finding something he likes.
Breaking pitch over for strike 2. The count is even at 2-2. Jace Kennett Jr., our second baseman. Breaking pitch over for strike 3.
That was the old high back humper liner thing. Umpire seems to like that pitch. I hope the dugout was watching, because that's one of the ones that could go either way.
Cole Kelly up to bat. First pitch, ball 1. Pitch
Foul
up
back.
high. Mr. Kelly swings,
Foul
fouls
back
the ball off. It was 1-1.
Umpires got time on the field. Looks like they're looking at the rubber.
I think there may be some said about him maybe being engaged with the rubber, maybe before he delivers the pitch,
Maybe.
because it was called by the field umpire, who typically calls balks. Obviously, with no runners on, there is no such thing as a balk. Cole fouls the ball off. Hard hit foul down the first base line, out of play. Another hard hit ball. Got a little underneath it. Second baseman comes over into the no man's land between first base and right field and makes a nice play for the second out.
Good range. I think the right fielder might have come in on it, but the second baseman had a beat on it. And
in that area of the field, Daniel, it takes really good communication between all three players, your first baseman, your right fielder, and your second baseman.
Especially with this way this wind's whipping around.
Jack Thomas up to bat. Hard hit ball, just scooted by a sliding, diving shortstop for a single. So we have a runner on first. 2 out. We have a courtesy runner, number 3, Camden Perry, for Thomas. Obviously, in high school baseball, you can have courtesy runners for your pitcher and your catcher, which I really like, Daniel. It involves...
It gets more kids involved.
You betcha.
We always like to see that.
Next up to bat is number 21, Ryder Lyons. Runner was off with a pitch. Camden Perry slides into second base for a stolen base.
I like it. Guys in scoring position for Ryder.
Ryder's hit the ball here very well lately.
Umpire says it was a ball, so we got 1 ball.
Breaking pitch.
Going to be tough.
Ryder Lyons hits the ball to the shortstop. Shortstop ranges to his right, kind of deep in the hole, makes a really good scoop and throw over to first.
Play.
And Ryder Lyons was thrown out.
Very good play. He went in the hole a long ways to get that.
He sure did. So through 2.5 innings, the score's still the same. Kirksville Tigers 2, Maryville Spoofhounds 0.
Yeah, just looking back through the book here, they're hitting the ball though. They're putting it in play. They're putting pressure on Maryville to make some plays.
On play, like you said.
They've played pretty well for the kind of gloomy day it is, and a 2-hour bus ride, and getting off the bus, and hurrying for the weather, and those are all factors that we talk about all the time that these kids have to deal with. They got out of school, got on a bus, make that long ride, be ready to play.
Yes,
so,
because of the weather tomorrow. These games were supposed to be played tomorrow here in Chillicothe. The Chillicothe School District has done a wonderful job of making changes in their schedule to accommodate some ball games to be played. So we appreciate their efforts on trying to get as many ball games in as they can today.
I don't see any defensive changes for the Tigers, so we'll roll into the bottom of the third. Number 24, the second baseman for Maryville, will be leading off the inning.
So those of you watching at home, after this game, weather permitting, we will be playing our second game of our doubleheader today.
Little swinging foul for the first strike.
Caught by Thomas for strike 1. Ball, foul tip, the worst nightmare for a catcher. Hits Thomas on the inside of the thigh. Swing, foul straight back.
Well, and that's why those runs there at the beginning too, with that weather you talk about coming in. They tell me that if you get through 4, I think it can be a complete game. So it'd be nice to at least get through this one and one more.
By Cahalan.
and then let the weather do whatever it wants. But
Nice curveball there by Cahalan for a swing and a miss. Catcher gathers up the ball for a strikeout.
Yeah, Jackson did a good job back there behind the plate.
Foul ball. Almost straight back, a little bit to the right field side for the first strike. Swing and a miss by number 2 for strike 2.
Yeah, I was trying to figure their line out. I thought maybe they DH for him, but this is the pitcher.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Luke Cahalan. One of the good things about playing on a natural field is the players can use sunflower seeds or peanuts and not affect the natural turf or the artificial turf like they play on most of the time. Nice pitch across for Cahalan for a strike.
Staying ahead again. Always working ahead. I like that.
Ball outside and away for ball 1. Hard hit ball, foul down the right field line.
Got a ball in over there, coach.
Count is 1 and 2, 2 out, nobody on.
New ball in.
I will say, for a 12 o'clock start on a Thursday afternoon, we have a good crowd out here from both sides, Tigers and the Spoof Hounds. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Thomas gathers it up and throws it down to first base. So we are 3, Daniel. The score is still the same. Kirksville Tigers 2, Maryville nothing.
Cahalan strikes out the side. Like it. So we're into the top of the 4th inning.
Rod, you want this for a second?
So I think I found my missing player. Looks like 7's catching and 18 is DHing. Who's leading off for us?
Number 7, Luke Cahalan.
That's the other thing, too. Coach Allen's starting to figure the lineup out, too. Tanner struggled a little bit up in the 5-hole, moved him down, got Ryder going, and we got Luke. And then you get that, today he's batting 8th, but gets a little pop out of the bat. So moving people around, trying to get those, fill those spots. Constantly working the game. So yeah, we got number 7, the pitcher, Luke Cahalan, leading off for the Tigers. First pitch is a strike to Luke. Bounces in for a ball. Same pitcher still for Maryville. Back in. Yeah.
That would be hard to get back to.
I kind of felt that way whenever they called Jace on that humpy curveball strike that he. I know the catcher caught it down, but it went over. You guys talk about nipple high. It was pretty high. So
Last ball was in the dirt, brings the count 32, full count. Ball 3.
good at bat. I wasn't sure about that last pitch after the one they called on Jace. I would have been afraid to take that, but Luke had a good eye on it and took it for a ball, and now we've got a base runner. Lead-off walk.
Running for the pitcher. Number 1 person. Connor Hall now stands. Hit the ball hard to right field last time.
Shows bunt. Pulls it back.
Carson steals that base rather easily. Connor squared the bunt and pulled it back. Count 1-0 on
Probably made a good decision. 2-0. He can't do much with that pitch. He's still hunting his pitch. About all he can do with that pitch is chop it on the ground.
Yeah, good to leave that one there. 2-1.
Look for something you can drive.
Carson out at second base. Pickoff move back to Carson and safe. Count still 2-1.
Wind's picked up a little bit here.
Off and on. It blows a little and it lets up. There was a pitch left just below the strike zone by Connor. Good eye. The count is 3-1. Nobody out. Carson with a good lead at second. Maryville pitcher throws a 3-1 curveball. Full count now for C. Hall. Carson with a good lead at second, rather. And he's going. And it's a pop-up on the infield. Carson's going to have to work hard. Had the old hit and run on and pop-up on the infield. Cost us full play.
Ball inside to the batter. They probably didn't like him hitting a home run off of the time. Maybe try to work him in a little bit.
It's another one hard. Line drive to the first baseman. And Tanner Ferguson with the head first dive. Hustle.
Good hustling play.
Good hustle with a line drive to left field, falling in for a base hit. Mingles in with the Dandelions out in left field. Another 2-out hit. Everything seems to die when it hits the ground.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing out here at Wrigley.
Like I said, Tigers got a little something going here. Able to bring the top of the line, roll it over.
That is a big deal, rolling it back over to the top. Carter Pinkerton up with 2 outs.
Get a little something going from the bottom.
Little off-speed curveball there.
Yep. Roll it over to the top and let those guys go to work again. So
Carter's been seeing the ball well. Let's hope he continues here. It's hard not to
get carried away with the thought of trying to poke one out of here. Small field, wind blowing out. Carter takes that one for a ball. Makes it 1-1. Another nice curveball. A lot of late break. Considerably slower. His fastball is somewhere around 70. Curveballs are 61, 62, so some nice off-speed stuff. Shows the fastball up high and out of the zone. Evens count 2-2.
I think maybe that was just for show.
I believe that was for show. I believe he wants to get him out with a curveball here.
I think so too. That'd be where I would be looking.
Nope, went down with the fastball. Good pitch. Carter strikes out, ends the inning. Kirksville, after 4 full innings, still leads this one 2-0.
Yeah.
So one of our Tiger family members is, just brought up a walking taco. It actually looks very good.
Yeah, that's nice. Have the concession stand open.
Yes. Again, it goes back to Chillicothe being a good host, kind of changing their plans around, finding the umpires this day and age. You know, Daniel?
Oh, yeah.
We always hear about umpire shortages and those types of things, so we got to give credit to the umpires for changing their plans around too, to come out here and let these boys play as much baseball as possibly can. Ball. Runner was moving down the line pretty fast.
In my mind, I can't stress enough how we got to keep that lead as much as we can, because I don't think this game's going to make it to the duration. It looks like the rain, and once it starts, it's going to be here. So I like that Luke's working ahead, trusting his defense to make plays. Ball out. This is number 3, the center fielder for Maryville. Struck out the first time at bat.
Made some good plays on the field, Daniel.
Yes, he has.
Ball's up for ball 2.
That might be the first 2 balls that Luke Halen's thrown in a row in this game.
Well, as you know, Daniel, the deeper we get into ball games, it does take a little. You know, batters have seen the pitcher at least one time.
I'm sure they talk. They talk when they get back to the dugout. A good ball club talks. What did you see at the plate? What's he did? How did he approach you? What did he try to? How did he get you out? So
it does. It makes it more difficult for the pitcher to try to get the batter out. Ball inside. Fastball inside.
Luke has good movement across the plate. Not so much up. You see the game up and down, but he also moves the ball from the coming in on the hands of the right-handed batter.
Ball low for a walk to number 3, the center fielder.
Up next is number 18, the designated hitter.
Cahalan checks on the runner. back in time. Ball hit, up. Carter Pinkerton moves to his left on the run and makes a really nice catch. He had to reach out a little bit for that, but tracked it really well, Daniel.
Well, I think that wind, it gets up in that wind, and the wind's kind of swirling. Sometimes it's gusting, sometimes it's not. I'm sure it had spin of all kinds. He's done a nice job out there. Working back towards first base. Not only did he catch it, he was able to.
Yes, his momentum was carrying him towards first.
Yeah.
So there was no chance of a tag up. Next up is number 26 for the Spoof Hounds. Cahalan checks on the runner.
The little.
Again, we are on a natural field, and Maryville is wearing their white uniforms. I'm sure their mothers will be happy after the game is over. Nice stop by Tanner Ferguson. Hit to glove side, fields the ball, and goes over and touches first. And that is the end of the fourth inning. The score is still the same. Kirksville Tigers 2, Maryville 0.
Got another good ground ball. Hard hit, but right at somebody.
Again, like what you said before, Daniel, you know, pitching to contact, keeping the ball down, keeping the balls on the ground for the most part, and allowing your fielders to make plays out in the field. The game moves along quickly and keeps everybody on their toes.
Yeah, I like that. Luke may not overpower anybody, but he has velocity and he moves the ball well, hits his spots. They can't stand up there and walk. You know.
So I would like to give a shout out to some of our loyal fans that have been following us that can't make it to the game. Dr. Stephen Lyons back at home. Levi Kelly on call as well too. So there's no other place they'd rather be than here. But unfortunately, their jobs do not allow them to be here on the field at some times. So I want to give those two guys a big shout out. Hopefully, if they're in the operating room, they're not listening.
Yeah.
Jace Kent up to bat, squares around, bunts the ball, just got a little bit on top of it, but had the right angle, and Kent, being a left-handed hitter, does a really nice job of squaring around and trying to shoot the ball down the third base line. Kent swings away, dumps a little ball out to left field, caught by the left fielder.
Just got on top, or got under that ball a little bit. I think he sucked the third baseman in with the bunt.
And tried to poke it over his head. You're exactly right,
I think
Daniel.
that was just having some kind of approach.
Yes.
They head to the plate, they got an idea what they want to do with the ball, how they're going to attack it.
Ball low to Cole Kelly, who is the three-hole hitter for the Tigers. Ball low and away for ball number 2. Count is 2-0. Cole is a very dangerous hitter. He can always find a barrel. Breaking ball over for strike 1, called strike. Another same breaking pitch, hit to the shortstop. Shortstop fields the ball, comes over and makes the play for out number 2. But again, it goes back to adjustments. So the pitch before the ball that was put into play, called strike. almost the exact same pitch, and Cole understood what was coming, put a barrel on it, just unfortunately hit it to the shortstop.
That brings up the catcher, Jack Thomas for the Tigers. Steps to the plate.
Breaking pitch over for called strike one. Fastball up and away for ball one. As we were talking earlier, it seems like the Maryville pitcher.
Get out. Get out. Number 17, Jack Thomas.
Thomas gets a hold of one, puts it over the 315 mark in left center field for a home run. After the home run by Thomas, next up is number 21, Ryder Lyons, our DH today. Kind of handcuffed on a up and in strike. Breaking pitch, a little bit at the collarbones.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, Shane. That's
breaking pitch away in the other batter's box for ball one. Again, this pitcher seems to have high confidence in his breaking pitches. Ryder does an excellent job. Another breaking pitch, trying to sit back.
And I heard the comment that maybe went to the well too many times. That they've all seen that little humpback breaking ball. They took it. They now know what the spin looks like. And Jack just set on that earlier. And Ryder's hunting that pitch too now, I think.
Called strike three for out number 3. So through 4.5 innings, the score is now Kirksville Tigers 3, Maryville Spoofhounds nothing.
And I get the feeling that the rain's moving in. I'd like to keep that lead. I know maybe at turn 4 at Daytona you want to be second and come to the flag, but here I think you want to be out front. So, the boys seem pretty focused. And they're hopping in and out, making some plays, hitting the ball. So a little fun fact here from our KTGR network. We've been brought to our attention that never in the history of KTGR have we had both announcers, kids, hit home runs in a game. So that's a first for us. Checking off a lot of firsts on these broadcasts as we're starting to get into them.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
Kevin White, thank you for bringing that to our attention. That's a great stat.
And also, I would like to thank Kevin White for his color commentary for the Kirksville Tiger football team on Friday nights. You hear him a lot with Mr. Steve Eckloff.
Yeah, always brings the umpiring. He's my go-to guy when I'm looking over there saying what they call. So
Ball low. The count is 1-0. So Maryville batting in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ball up. So we've kind of set the bottom of the zone and the top of the zone. Let's see if Mr. Cahalan can find a strike here.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Called strike. count is 2-1.
Yeah, I think if I was Maryville, I know they're wanting base runners, but I think you're still going to have to be aggressive here with Luke. He's putting strikes on you, so you better be hitting and trying to find a hole. I don't know if they can with this Kirksville defense, but
Hard hit ball, backhanded by the first baseman, Tanner Ferguson, right down the line, knocks the ball down, picks it back up, runs over to first, and steps on the bag for out number 1.
good play. Way to knock it down. Didn't try to do too much, just knocked it down. Luke was hustling over to cover the base. I like that.
Always movement, regardless of the fielder. You'd like to see movement by everybody on the field, all 9 players.
Yeah, never standing and watching, always moving. They've done a good job of that this year, backing up bases, moving around, being in the right spot.
Ball was low and in
1-1.
for a ball. The count is 1-1. Luke had a really nice pitch for the called first strike that I missed.
I see one of our Tiger fans has brought the home run ball. Mookie, they're packing it back around. Got Jack's home run ball.
Ball low for ball 4. So again, Daniel, we're at the part of the game where
Beginning as a pitcher, starting pitcher.
yes, just trying to get through the lineup here, trying to use everything in the toolbox.
Yeah, because like you said, you get the 4 innings, you've seen everybody twice. Then those extra innings you can get just helps the bullpen. Oh, got time here. Coach Allen's going to come out and talk to him.
Perfect time for a timeout.
Absolutely.
So we haven't talked about our coaches very much. So Derek Allen, our head coach of the Kirksville Tiger baseball team, his second year at the helm, has been in the district and coached many different sports since he's been here. Also, assistant coaches, Coach Andy Jackson, who, those of you who don't know, Coach Jackson was the head baseball coach here, played for the Tigers. Also, Coach Allen played for the Tigers as well, and Coach Tyler Martin, our first base coach, also played for the Tigers. So,
right.
You can't get much more orange and black than those 3 gentlemen, pardon me.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I just felt them on my jacket.
Ball down and in for ball 3. So the count is 3-1. So again, it goes back to mental toughness here.
Bear down. There's a base hit.
Throws a nice pitch down and in. The batter, number 24, does a really nice job of getting his hands inside the ball, dropping the bat head, and flipping the ball in between the shortstop and the third baseman for a single.
Yeah. Just a good piece of hitting.
So we have runners at second and first, 1 out. Swing and a miss by number 2 from Maryville. Very nice pitch.
Yeah.
Luke pounding the inside of the zone. He just got that ball right up where the batter was enticed to swing. Next pitch was the same, almost exact pitch, and a swing and a miss for a strike. Next pitch, almost 3 identical pitches in a row, Daniel.
Yeah.
And 3 swings and a miss for a strikeout swinging. So for those of you scoring at home, that is what we call a forwards K.
Correct, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
For those of you who don't know how to keep score, a strike looking is a backwards
hit way
K.
hard out to right field, and Malik Rodriguez is over and makes the catch.
Unbelievable
And
catch, Daniel.
Absolutely, and that's what then Luke weasels out of it again. Slips off the hook. Good defense by the Tigers. Good defense.
And we are through 5 innings with the score: the Kirksville Tigers 3, the Maryville Spoofhounds 0. But what grit by Cahalan. He wasn't locating as well as he has been earlier in the game.
Surely
Doug
Coach
Beat-
Allen said, "Go out there, throw me some strikes. That's work for you. Let us help you out. Let's get. We can do it."
Yes. So, just so you know,
2 still pitching for Maryville. He comes back out, top of the 6th.
we still have 2 innings of ball left to be played, and anything can happen. But if your Tigers hold on for the victory, we would be playing at 2 p.m. Over at Schaefer Park, which is the Chillicothe Mudcats field, also the Chillicothe High School main field. We would play the winner of the St. Joe Benton and Lexington ball game. We do not have a score to report for that game. Ball is thrown down by the catcher. Batter is coming up to the plate. Luke Cahalan, our leadoff hitter for the top of the 6th. Let's see if Luke can help himself out here, Daniel.
I think it's not going to be too much longer. You're going to have that easy up put up. It looks to me like on the radar that it's almost here. I can't imagine we get this inning in, but we'll see what happens here. Takes a ball.
Takes a ball as I don't know if I've ever seen that. So catcher was throwing the ball back to the pitcher. Cahalan's bat was still up, and it hit Cahalan's bat.
Yeah.
That is obviously not a foul ball. Foul tip by Cahalan. 4 strike 1.
Be nice to get a couple more runs here. Keep the pressure on Maryville.
Curveball over for a strike to Cahalan. Outside of the outside edge of the zone for a strike. Still trying to find the outside edge of the strike zone.
Yeah, I think
That was called a ball.
the Maryville pitchers give up on trying to come in and work on them. He's trying to pick.
Fastball in. Cahalan hits it up in the air. Shortstop makes a very rangy play, almost over his head, reaches up and makes the catch for out number 1.
That was a good play.
Very good play.
I think the left fielder was going to come back and come up and get it, but he never called him off, and the shortstop continued and made the catch. Connor Hall.
First
starts
pitch,
us off with a
swinging.
base hit.
Connor Hall hits a ball just on the right side of the second baseman for a single. Good to see Connor get on base there, Daniel.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Anytime you get any production out of the bottom of the lineup like that, it's just a bonus. Never let the pressure off of the pitcher.
Next up is number 22, first baseman Tanner Ferguson.
Just missed that one.
just missed it. Found a barrel. Put a good barrel on the ball. It was a sinking line drive. Unfortunately, it was hit almost right at the center fielder that made a good catch.
Yeah, and he hasn't missed many today. He's done a good job out there in center.
Next up is our left fielder, Logan Lehman. Runner's off with a pitch. Slides into second base. Ball is high. And Connor Hall is safe at second base. So a stolen base for Connor Hall. Wind is picking up out of the southeast now. Wind changing of directions a little bit. Check swing by Lehman for strike two. Pitch. Logan
Never know.
hits the ball. Sinking line drive to the shortstop for out number 3. So after 5.5 innings, the score is the same. Kirksville 3, Maryville nothing.
Well,
I will say that Logan did a really nice job there. He had 2 strikes on him.
Put
Just
the ball
put
in
the ball
play.
in play.
Ball in play. That's absolutely correct. Okay, so we've got Luke's going to be back out on the mound, it looks like. He's going to have the 2, 3, 4 hitters
2, 3, 4.
coming up from Maryville. So
Bottom of the 6th.
I don't know what they're like on the time. 1:12. We had an 11:50 start, so I believe
1 hour.
time-wise we're going to get it in, but I don't
Yes.
know. It's just a matter now. If the weather lets us play.
For those of you watching at home, the time limit on these games are 1 hour 45 minutes. And I will say too that the players, both teams, are getting in and out of the dugout. That's one thing I really appreciate in the high school level is the hustle in and out of the dugouts by both teams.
Absolutely. Yes. The game's definitely moved right today.
I will say too, even though we are getting some sprinkles, that the field on top is relatively dry. I've noticed behind home plate where the catcher is and the batter's boxes that there is a little bit of moisture in the dirt, but the fields are in really good shape.
Cole
Ball
Kelly.
hit down third base line.
Got him.
Cole Kelly makes a great charging stop of the ball, throws it over to first. Throw looked in time, but it was a bang play. And
Yeah, that's
he was called safe at first by the field umpire. So we have a runner on first, nobody out. Cahalan checks the runner. But it was a great play by Cole Kelly. Ball is flipped to right field. Sinking liner. So we have a runner on first and second with nobody out. This is where, as Daniel said, we were at 2, 3, 4 in the batting order. This is where we're gonna earn the win here.
yeah, and it's magnified by a questionable first base. Looked like he was out from here. The umpire called him safe. And we just got to try to work out of it. There's no replay here, so.
Cahalan checks on the runner at second. Does the inside move.
The DH, number 18's up for Maryville.
Squares around a bunt. Ball was outside. Count of 1-0. Square bunt, ball is in the dirt. Stopped by Thomas. The count is 2-0. Again, the closer you get to the end of the game, Daniel, the tougher it is to make outs sometimes.
It does seem like that.
Dead ball. Ball is hits the batter on the left upper arm. So now bases are loaded.
Nobody out.
Nobody out. Number 26 for Maryville up at. Curveball over for a strike. Nice job of Cahalan being focused.
Trying to settle back in, find his composure here.
Another breaking pitch.
2-1.
Called for a strike. So the count is 0-2. Cahalan way ahead. Breaking pitch a
Just
little
high.
high,
Yeah.
but a nice pitch nevertheless.
Very, very good pitch. Good spot to miss. It was
Ball down. Count is even at 2-2.
it's you say and you think back to what has happened here. Really, they got all the momentum off of a bad call at first base, and now you're going to have to try to work out of this.
Again, it goes to the mental side of the sport. The count is full now. Last ball was up and away. 26 is a left-handed hitter. Line drive hit in front of center fielder Pinkerton. He quickly gathers the ball and throws it into the infield. But a run scores on the single. And the score is now Kirksville 3, Maryville 1. Time is called. Coach Derek Allen goes out to the mound for a conference.
Well, absolutely. And then, the dugout's been absolutely silent. Then they get that call, they get a hit, and then there's a walk, and now the dugout gets into it, and it's just little things that baseball. So you get to thinking back to the little things that happen here, there, in plays.
Sure.
And you got to grab an out here and try to kill the momentum.
Yes. Again, just what I was getting ready to say. You led into it perfectly. Baseball is a game of momentum, and it can shift on one play, one pitch, one non-call. So, first pitch to number 6 is a ball down.
Yeah, you hear that so many times. It's, that didn't decide the game, but it didn't help any.
Bunt, single. Nice job. Ball was fielded by Cahalan. Flips it out of his glove to Thomas, the catcher, who had his foot on home plate for the out. A big out.
Oh, huge. To stop the run.
Great play by Cahalan. And having the poise
to do that.
To make that play at home.
Yeah, Jack Thomas comes out, shows him gives him a good target. Luke scoops it up, flips it to him.
Ball hit, pop fly. Fly ball hit to Malik Rodriguez. Rodriguez catches the ball, throws it into the cut man, Tanner Ferguson. Tanner makes the throw home, but unfortunately the runner crossed prior to the throw, and Maryville gets another run. So we have runners on first, second. With 2 out. Foul ball straight back into the backstop for strike 1. So our score is now Kirksville 3, Maryville 2. Cahalan checks on the runner at second. Throw is not in time. The runner dives back to the bag.
Yep, trying to hold that tie and run. Close at second.
Swing and a miss for strike 2 to number 24 from Maryville.
He's had a strikeout and a single in the game already.
Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Kind of an excuse me swing by number 24.
Is that what you'd call that, Shane? I don't know. That was I'll go with that. That was different.
And a strikeout and a gutsy performance in the bottom of the 6th inning for Luke Cahalan. Oh, the top of the 7th, we have the top of the order leading off for us. So we have Pinkerton, Kent, Kelly.
And it's like they're going to run number 2 out there again for Maryville. See if they can ride him to the end. I like where we're setting in our lineup. We've got top of the lineup back. They've all seen him 3 times, so 4th time through the lineup, you know, that's going to be hard, I feel, for the Maryville pitcher. I think we're going to get to him right here. So.
Yes, maybe we can.
And Luke had to pitch with the rain coming down last inning, where this boy hasn't pitched in the rain yet. So we've got big drops coming down. The ball's going to be getting wet. I never would have thought that when we started it. I think we're going to get 7 in.
It must be because the Tigers are living right.
I think so. I'd like to see the Tigers string together some hits here and get a couple more runs.
So Pinkerton digs in. Ball is up and away for ball 1. Curveball, hit hard. Diving first baseman makes the stop, flips it over to the pitcher who covers for out number 1. A very nice defensive play by the Spoof Hounds, Daniel.
Yeah, that was a good diving play. The first baseman, and the pitcher covering, came off the mound running hard. Not easy to get outrun Carter Pinkerton.
Definitely. Next up to bat is Jace Kent. Bunted. Unfortunately, the ball died right in front of home plate. Catcher gathers up the ball and throws Kent out at first for out number 2.
Hey, hunt you, Cole. Hunt it early. Look in her half. Drive it.
Next up to bat is our 3-hole hitter, Cole Kelly. Fastball. Cole wanted a piece of that one, definitely.
Well, and as weird as baseball is, we haven't gotten a hit out of the top 3 of our lineup today. I'd like to see them get to going here.
Kelly digs in, waits for the pitch. The pitch comes. Breaking ball that bounces. for ball number 1. So the count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. A little slider, fouled backwards for strike number 2. Ball was outside for ball 2. The count is even at 2-2.
Dugout over there wanted that, but the ball was in this box.
Ball put into play, hit to right field. Right fielder makes the catch for out number 3. So here we go, Tiger fans. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Kirksville Tigers 3, the Maryville Spoofhounds 2.
Luke's coming back out for another inning.
So solid defense by both teams. A pretty crisp game.
Gonna start here at 9. Yeah.
So I was just told that where we are in Maryville's order is the 9-hole hitter.
He struck out twice.
Lead off and the 2-hole hitter. So you said the 9-hole hitter has struck out twice?
Yep. Leadoff guy had a single, a strikeout. What's he want?
Probably looking at pitch count, I would guess.
Oh, I don't know about pitch count.
Oh. So a re-entry, which is one thing you can do in high school baseball. Number 27 is re-entering.
Or he must be going to hit.
Or number 2.
Number 27 is going to be pinch hitting for number 2.
For number 2.
So they must have saw that he struck out twice also, so they're going to make the change. And that was the pitcher.
Okay.
So they're going to pinch hit
For the pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Which?
But since he was a starter, if they go again and they want him to pitch, he could come back in.
Correct.
So,
re-entering his position. But depending on his class, as we know, with Missouri State High School Activities Association, they do have pitch limits. So if he is a junior or a senior, he has 105 pitches max that he can throw. If he is a sophomore or a freshman, he can pitch 95 pitches. Ball up for ball 1. Ball up, same location, ball 2. Swing and a miss for pitch number 3. So the count is 2-1 against number 27. Ball low, just low for ball 3. Ball up and out, up and away for a leadoff walk for Cahalan.
1-run game and a leadoff walk, that's never good.
So 27 reaches first base.
28, that's a pinch runner.
We have a pinch runner, number 28, for number 27, who just walked. Coach Allen calls time, reaches for the ball from Cahalan, who did a great job today. So in to pitch for the Tigers is number 1, Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly, one of our juniors as well too. We have a lot of juniors on this Tiger baseball team, and Carson Kelly has done a really nice job this year coming in, and I wouldn't call it mop up, but definitely holding a lead.
Trying to eat those middle innings up.
He eats a lot of innings and does a really nice job.
In that bridge between, like we've talked, the fourth inning and the sixth inning, you know, sometimes you just a different pitcher. They haven't seen him. You got to have somebody who can throw strikes. He's done a good job at that. Maybe try to get to that last inning and then see where you're at.
Yeah, and generally speaking, you know, we have done a really good job all year of throwing strikes. Obviously, by our record, one can see that we win a lot more than we lose. So that would lead you to believe that we do a really good job of pitching.
No, it's never easy to make that call either. Do you just continue to go with the hot hand, or pull the string and try to go with somebody different? So.
Well, and as you and I both know, Daniel, we've both coached at the youth level and middle school level. It's hard to make that call because you have faith in your kids, you believe in your kids, and so you try to get them to make that last out, and sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But the good part about of playing on a team is there's another person ready.
You got to step up.
Ready to step up and take the ball and do what they can do to try to ensure a victory. So here we go. Carson Kelly, nobody out, runner on first.
The number.
Ball in the dirt, blocked by Thomas. Runner on first does not go. The count is 1-0. Ball down and away for ball 2. As we said before at the start of this half inning, this is the leadoff hitter. Kelly checks on the runner, throws over to Ferguson. Runner is back in time. Ball up. Ball is hit on the infield. Jace Kent gets under the ball and makes the catch for out number 1.
Good catch.
Great catch. Stays under the ball, gathers himself.
Into that rain.
Hands,
looking right up into the rain.
Looking right up into the rain. It is not as easy as what it sounds by our call.
No. Look up, get the ball, raindrop in the eye, and then there you go. But so we got one out here.
Well, and with a runner on first, running across his face sometimes. Kelly checks on the runner again, throws over to Ferguson. Runner is back in time.
Maryville's using our chant. They seem to like that. Using the Kindle Fire. They picked up on that. That's kind of spread through the league. The Tigers have started.
Ball up in the air. Fly ball hit to Pinkerton. Pinkerton comes in and makes the catch for out number 2. So one more out to get
this could be
before a Tiger victory.
Number 3.
Number 3 is
struck out, he's walked, and he's had a hit.
Score again, Kirksville Tigers 3, Maryville 2.
Bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs.
Breaking pitch, down for ball 1.
3's been out today.
Well, like you said, Daniel, drew a walk, which takes patience, and got a hit.
Carson threw a nice pitch. That was a good pitch. And he stayed back and didn't offer at it. So
Kelly steps off the mound to gather himself, waits for the call. Sign is made. Breaking pitch, ball in the dirt. Runner from first base sees the ball in the dirt and squirt behind Thomas.
Yeah, that ball was spinning like crazy. It hit that dirt and they scored it away from him.
The count is 2-0.
We were talking about playing on a skint field. This is the first, I think this is the only field we've played on all year that doesn't have either grass or turf. So it's
Correct.
just different.
Breaking pitch, ball is up. Fly ball, hit to center field. Tracked and caught by Carter Pinkerton
Fire!
for the final out of the game.
And another nice running catch by Pinkerton.
Yes, again, putting the ball into play and trusting your defense to make it. So great job by Carson Kelly to close out the game for the Kirksville Tigers. Your final score, Kirksville Tigers 3, Maryville 2. We'll join you here just shortly with our second game of the doubleheader for today. We thank you all for watching.